Hello, Sagittarius souls. Welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki, and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. I am so excited to be doing this reading for you today. This week's series, I will be channeling messages from Easter jokes. So last week, my series was ancestral healing messages. So there were some dark energies coming through those readings. And this week definitely feels more lighthearted, and Easter is on Sunday. So my intention for this reading is that it brings you joy, that it inspires you. And if you're looking for clarity around a difficult situation in your life, that this reading will help you do just that. So let's see what your Easter joke is, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, so your joke was, what's a bunny's favorite type of book? One with a happy ending. So the channeled message that is coming through that I'm picking up on right now is Spirit wants you to focus on the good. So if that means to pick up a book where you know the ending is happy, something that will shift your energy to a more joyful one, watching a movie that you know has a happy ending, focusing on the good. If you're experiencing a situation where you feel like you're in a funk, Spirit is saying to focus on things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, to help shift some of that funky energy within your system. Okay? So let's see what else Spirit is bringing through here. I have 4 decks of cards. I'll pull 1 card from each deck. The first is the Keepers of a Light deck. Thank you, Spirit. What are your additional messages for my Sagittarius souls? Thank you. We have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. And that's just what we were talking about. Focus on the good. Focus on things that bring you joy. Focus on the things you desire. Next, we will pull a card from the Labyrinth Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? We have the 7 of Wands. Next, we'll pull a card from the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? We have the Camel. And the last deck of cards we're using is the How to Love Yourself Affirmation deck from Louise. Thank you, Spirit. What are your final messages for my Sagittarius souls? I trust the intelligence within me. There are no problems that do not have a solution. There are no questions without answers. Okay, Sagittarius. So the main channeled message coming through is to focus on the things that you desire. Focus on what you do want. Don't focus on what you don't want, because our perception really, really matters. With Holy Amethyst, I believe this card is coming through because there is something very healing about the amethyst crystal with whatever it is you're experiencing right now. And I actually have an amethyst that I keep on my desk here while I do these readings. This is my favorite crystal of all time. And I even have an amethyst crystal in a water bottle that I drink out of from time to time. It's a very powerful crystal. There is a lot of loving, healing energy that these crystals emit. So, surrounding yourself with amethyst, using them in your healing practice, using them around you while you're meditating or doing one of your spiritual routines will prove very beneficial at this time. Move beyond current challenges. So, with this card here from the affirmation where it says, there are no problems that do not have a solution, there are no questions without answers. Spirit is showing me that whatever challenge you're going through, you're focusing on the problem of it. And Spirit is saying to shift your perception, to move beyond that challenge, to move on beyond that problem by enhancing your perception of the solutions. And you can affirm this to yourself. I see the solution in this challenge. There are no challenges I cannot overcome. I am overcoming this right now. And when you do that, you will see that the solutions become magnified because you're choosing to focus on the good. You're choosing to focus on the solution. If we focus on the challenge and the problems, then that's all we see are the problems. And this is a cycle that many people on planet Earth get caught up in. They continuously choose to focus on the problems. And that can be difficult when the challenge is something difficult you're experiencing and going through. But that's where the lesson lies, seeing the solution instead of focusing on the problem, knowing that all is okay. And there could also be a lesson from this difficult experience that you have yet to learn. And once you have learned that, then the energy around that challenge also dissipates in that way. So the key here is to focus on what you do desire. Don't focus on the things that leave a negative emotion within you. If you're feeling those negative emotions, then that's a very good thing because you're allowing yourself to feel them, and by allowing yourself to feel them, that's how you move through them. But we have choices when it comes to changing our energy. So we can choose to stay in a funky funk, or we can choose to focus on something that is more joyful and uplifting at this time. With the Seven of Wands, this is all about setting boundaries with something. The Seven of Wands usually pertains to energies that are around you that are, in a sense, trying to control your perception with something. What's going on here, Spirit, with the Seven of Wands? Thank you. I'm hearing the word leech. So I feel like there's people around you who are absorbing your good energy and it's leaving you feeling drained. So there's a need for you to set better energetic boundaries. So how you do this is when you're going about your morning routine, before you even move into your day. I learned this from Jeffrey Allen. What you do is you ask your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your angels, you say, thank you for helping me cleanse my energy, balancing my chakras, And then after the cleansing is done, you say, I now set the intention to set energetic boundaries around my aura. I am responsible for 100% of my energy, my beliefs, and my space. And then outside of your auric field, you visualize a permission rose. And with the permission rose, you say, I set the intention to give permission to everyone outside of my auric field to have their beliefs, their space, their energy. And I am not allowing myself to take on any energy that is not mine or to give my energy away to anyone else. And you will see the difference after you do this little process with the people you're interacting with. You'll see that some people may not come as close to you when they're speaking to you, or they may be very careful with how they word things. It's your energy, your boundaries that you have set. It's like the energy that they try to project at you, it just bounces off your energetic field. So set energetic boundaries. So leechy type energy cannot feed off of your energy. So I do feel that you are very empathic, and it's important to protect your energy. With the camel, I'm being drawn to the rain on the card, so there is something here about staying hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. There are a lot of light codes in water, and staying hydrated allows your body to function in the way that it is meant to. And also, when your body is hydrated, you also receive more guidance. You can hear your intuition more clearly. You receive more downloads because you're filling up your own cup. You're hydrating your cells, okay? And with the moon, that is the energy of the challenges that I can see you're experiencing right now. And with worry and anxiety and focusing on problems, that will block your intuition. So become very mindful of when those negative thoughts are coming up, because if you have the awareness of the negative thoughts, then that's 90% of the healing towards changing them. So be very mindful of any negative thoughts that are coming up and asking yourself, okay, what would be the opposite of that? What's the positive belief? I don't believe this negative belief anymore. What can I do to change it to a more positive one, to focus on the energy that I want to focus on? I trust the intelligence within me. Okay, so what Spirit is saying here is to trust that all the answers you need are within yourself. The intelligence that the universe has bestowed upon you is infinite. So I'm seeing there's a lot of energy in the sense of having an idea come to you and then doubting that that is something great to bring into the world. Spirit is saying to let go of that self-doubt, to believe in the gifts and the talents that you have to share in the world, to believe in your intelligence, to believe that you are smart. Because oftentimes when this mantra, this affirmation shows up in a reading, it's because there is some wounding that took place in childhood where caretakers said things to put down our intelligence. So if there's a belief that we're not smart enough or we don't have the intelligence to do something, those are beliefs that need to be flipped. So I believe I trust the intelligence within me. I believe I am smart. I believe I am capable. I believe I can take on any challenge life throws at me. You have all the intelligence within you that you need to overcome any difficulty in your life. It's just a matter of trusting that and believing that. Okay? And on the back it says, there are no problems that do not have a solution. There are no questions without answers. So if you have found yourself in a situation where you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what the answer is, Spirit is saying there is an answer to every single question that you have. It's just shifting your perception to see the answer to the question that you have. Because if you keep affirming to yourself, I don't know what to do, I don't know what the answer is here, then that's what you're going to create, more confusion. You're going to create more doubt with the difficulties you're experiencing. But when you affirm to yourself, I always see the answer, I always see the solutions, people are always there to help me. It really does make a difference in what you're co-creating with the universe and your reality by choosing to look at your situation in that light. Thank you, Spirit. Any final messages for my Sagittarius souls? Thank you. They're saying something about the limelight, which would be to be center stage with something. What are you referring to here, Spirit? Thank you. They just keep saying, learn to love the limelight, that you deserve to be in the limelight just as every other soul on the planet does. So there's a message here with stepping forward with your talents and your gifts. What have you been holding back from sharing in the world? Because there's something with your talent that would help a lot of people in the world if you were to share it openly. I'm seeing there's something here that needs to be shared. And of course, this is not something that can be forced. This would be whenever you're ready to share this in the world. But the unique way that you have to share it, whether this is the gift of acting, music, writing, dancing, whatever that is for you, however you express yourself creatively, people benefit from it because of the unique way that you utilize it in the world. And these are gifts that only you are qualified to share in the world with your unique way that you do it. So don't hide your gifts. There are many people who will benefit from your light and what it is you have to offer in the world, Sagittarius. Any final messages for my Sagittarius souls? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm hearing the word ridicule. So I'm seeing some of you don't want to share your gifts and talents in the world out of fear of being ridiculed or fear of being too abrasive, I'm seeing for some of you, or too offensive. And Spirit is saying to let that go, to just be who you are, okay? Because we are not responsible for the feelings of everyone else. We are responsible for how we feel. Now, if you have found that you've been too abrasive with people, then this would be a great time to journal out your anger. What is causing that abrasiveness? What is causing that anger to come up to the surface? It's coming up because it wants to be felt. It doesn't want to be suppressed anymore. But if we can't control that abrasiveness, then it can lead us to blow up at people. It can get out of control. So this is why it's important to really assess where this is coming from, where this anger is coming from. And you can get to the root of that by journaling, by just taking a pen to paper and just writing. Don't think about what you're writing. Just see what comes out in terms of your anger. Who is it that you're angry at? Who is it that more forgiveness needs to be brought into the photo here? You know, because when we can't forgive people, then that creates this energy of repressed anger within us, and we're holding on to pain within ourselves because we're so angry at someone else that we can't forgive them, that it's doing us more harm. So this is why when we forgive, we don't do it for the other person. We do it for ourselves so that we don't create that disease and that pain within us, but instead we allow ourselves to feel it and get it out. There are also many guided meditations that you can do to express your anger. It's just very important to feel the anger. Keeping it inside or blowing up at someone, those things are one extreme to another, and that causes more damage. There needs to be a medium here of expressing your anger in a healthy way, because after you express it and you get it out on paper or in a healthy way that works for you, you'll find that you're not as triggered or bothered by what it was that made you angry in the past, because you're healing from it. You're allowing yourself to feel it. So any final messages from my Sagittarius soul spirit? Thank you. Yeah, they're saying also going on a rage walk outside just to get that anger out. After you know what you're angry about, going outside and doing a rage walk just for like 5-10 minutes, whatever suits you, that helps get the anger out as well, because you're letting loose that pent-up energy by moving it through your body with physical exercise. So very cool, Sagittarius. The amethyst will prove very beneficial to your healing at this time because it produces a lot of loving, healing energy. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. Don't focus on the things you don't want, because that will enhance the challenge. That will enhance the problems. You want to focus on solutions. You want to focus on things that bring you joy. You want to focus on that happy ending, okay? With the 7 of Wands, there was a leech type of energy around you, I can see. So there's a need to set energetic boundaries. Be very mindful of who has access to your energy. And creating those boundaries in the morning before you go into your day, you will notice a difference. You will not feel as drained because you have set those boundaries before you've moved into your day. With the camel, there's a need to stay hydrated. And with the moon, letting go of worry, anxiety, because with moon energy, that represents blocked intuition, and just really getting in tune with what you're feeling right now and allowing yourself to feel it. But at the same time, learning to control it. Yes, okay, I'm sad, I'm sitting here. Yes, okay, I'm angry, I'm feeling this, I'm going on my walk. But then after that, moving into an energy that brings you more joy, where you could be watching a movie with a happy ending, reading a book you know has a happy ending, something to shift your energy to focus on the good. I trust the intelligence within me. Trust that all the answers you need are within you. And when you have an inspired idea, trust that that is pure gold, because the divine loves to give us ideas, specifically during meditation and also in our dreams. So if you have very vivid dreams, pay attention to what is coming through. I have been receiving a lot of messages in my dreams about my ancestral healing and also people that I have been harboring anger towards. So, as those come up in my dreams, I too have been journaling it out and it has been life changing. It really has. And Spirit is saying, remember, there are no problems that do not have a solution. There are no questions without answers. So if you find yourself saying, there is no way this is going to work out, flip that, because there is a way. There are answers to your questions. There are solutions to the problems. Focus on the answers, focus on the solutions, focus on what you desire, because that is what matters most. That is all that I am seeing, Sagittarius. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. I hope you have a happy Easter and a wonderful holiday, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!